What's going on, guys? Project here, along with Hulk, and today we're going to be talking about Ant-Man and something very specific that happened in Ant-Man that really obviously sparked our attention because we're making a video about it. Now, this is a spoiler, so if you guys have not seen Ant-Man yet, I suggest you go pause this video, go watch the movie, come back, and then resume this video because we're going to be talking about something that happens in the movie that is very, very cool. All right, so spoiler alert, spoiler alert. Okay, I gave you guys enough chances. All right, so at the end of Ant-Man, we hear a quote that kind of makes your ears perk up a little bit, like a hound dog hearing a fox in the woods. So the quote goes, "We got one that jumps, we got one that swings, we got one that crawls up the walls."
Now, who could
Now,
that possibly
think to yourself,
be?
who could
Who
that
is that?
possibly be?
It's obviously
Who?
Doctor Strange, right? I mean, Benedict Cumberbatch, Sherlock, Doctor Strange. That's 100% Doctor Strange.
It's Spider-Man, guys. Okay, Spider-Man has been
Yes.
officially announced, officially mentioned in the MCU. I mean, we've heard so much about the fact that Marvel Studios finally pulled Spider-Man from Sony Pictures, and they've gotten the right to be able to make their own Spider-Man movies. So we've heard about it, but now we're actually seeing it on the big screen. And that, for me, when I was not expecting that at all. Like when I watched the movie, I had like a fanboy meltdown. I was like, "What?" I was like, "I know who that is. I know what we're talking about." Oh my god, it was so close because like there's okay, so something really really specific about that quote is really awesome is because they mentioned that he's already active, he's already doing things, he's already Spider-Man. This means they're not actually going to do another origin story because I mean we've seen
Thank
origins done
God.
two times already, and I
Thank
guarantee
God.
you, no matter where you go on Earth, I don't care if you go to Brazil or you go to Africa or Iceland. I don't care where you go. Every kid who is between the ages of 6 to 99 knows who Parker is and how he
Wow.
got his powers. So we do not need to see another origin story done. So thank you, Marvel, for doing it right so far. I have 100% faith that they'll do the Spider-Man story correctly. Um, I'm not really. There are no details about what storyline they're going to follow with the Spider-Man movie. All we know so far is he's going to be in the
Civil
Captain
War
America
next
Civil
year.
War movie,
Yeah.
which is coming out next year. Now, okay, there's been a little bit of speculation about that. They're saying that he's just going to have a small cameo, and it's just going to be Peter Parker, and they're just going to have him there. Like I said before, I don't think they're going to do that. I think they're going to put Spider-Man in it because that's what everyone wants to see. We've been waiting so long. We've been waiting years and years and years to
Yeah,
see this.
yeah, yeah. It's
Why
more than
would they
likely
not?
going to be like that.
It's more like, I mean, here's the thing. Like, if they did do a cameo, I'm cool with that. I'd still be happy. But I don't think that's what they're going to do. I think that they're definitely going to actually put Spider-Man doing Spider-Man
Yeah,
things.
yeah, yeah. I could see that happening. It could be either one of these three things. It's either gonna, or actually let's add a fourth finger to that. It's gonna be either one of these four things. Either
Hmm.
one, he's actually gonna be in there and they're like just Marvel's just doing what Marvel does and hiding it like they did in Ant-Man.
Right. So,
Two,
like, it's actually going to be like an actual
yeah,
character in the
no, yeah, like
film.
he's gonna be like, a main character, like,
Yeah,
yeah,
like
yeah.
a main story lead character.
Yeah,
Okay.
two, it's either going to be just a cameo. Three, he's not even going to be in there at all, which is highly unlikely, but it
Well,
could
dude,
happen.
he's listed as a part of the cast member, so
Let,
like
let's,
that's
let's just let me finish. Let me finish. I'm not
right,
done. I'm not done.
right, right.
It's three. It's three, not four. Or four. He's going to be like, I don't know if you remember this project,
Mhm.
but Iron Man 2's Scarlett Johansson's Black Widow, where she wasn't really like Black Widow, but she was there like doing Black Widow things. So I could see that happening where Peter Parker is like in the Civil War. He's like there. He's like witnessing it like as a character, and he might like
Mhm.
save a school bus of children or something. But he's
Mhm.
doing more like Peter Parker things than really Spider-Man things. He's just there, like, in the background, but he's there. He's prominent, like, is building up to something, sort of like what they did with Black Widow and Iron Man 2. Like, she was there, she made her presence known, and Scarlett Johansson did a great job. And eventually, when she like made her big debut and everything on Avengers, that she totally killed the role. But I
Yep.
could see Tom Holland's Spider-Man sort of doing that same thing with him just being like there in Civil War, like as a background character, being prominent so people wouldn't forget him, but also like wetting like the viewers' taste, the fans' taste, showing them what's to come, and like it'll be 2016, so a year's time. I could see that happening a bit more than like a full-on role, but anything's possible.
That's true. That's true. Okay. Okay, but here, all right. So me, I mean, you listed your four things, but honestly, for me, there's only one thing. I think he's actually going to be a
Of course.
prominent character in the movie because,
Hmm.
first of all, okay, here are all the characters who are confirmed to be in Civil War. We got Iron Man,
Hmm.
Captain America, Ant Man, Black Widow, Winter Soldier, Hawkeye. We got Falcon.
Crossbones.
We got Crossbones. We got War Machine.
Hmm.
Um, and also we have Chadwick Boseman, who is playing the Black
Yeah,
Panther.
T'Challa, the Black Panther.
Yeah, the Black Panther. So,
So
I
basically,
mean,
everybody
so
from
this,
Avengers except
so
Thor and
right, exactly.
Hulk.
And so I'm thinking like, okay, so they're putting all of these characters in this movie, and it's gonna be kind of like a epic showdown. You know, it's going to be really big. It's going to be pretty much an Avengers scale movie. Like, it's not going to just be a Captain America movie. It's going to be like an Avengers type movie.
Hmm.
And I think that they're definitely going to just go all out with it and just be like, hey, let's just put everyone in the movie. Let's. Okay, I apologize if you guys can hear that fire truck outside.
Wow.
I hope everything is okay. But anyway,
Don't worry,
um,
Spider-Man will save them.
right? Yeah, I can see something else right now. But here's the thing, alright. Um, I think that with this movie, I feel like Marvel is just gonna go all out, and I think they're just gonna create this huge, big experience for us that we're not expecting. I'm pretty sure like they're keeping a lot of things secret that we don't
Of
even know about yet,
course, yeah, that's
and I'm
understandable.
excited for it. Like
Yeah,
I
me
said,
too.
like for me, I think that they're actually gonna put Peter Parker and Spider-Man actually in the movie. I mean, in the credits, he is listed as Peter Parker
Hmm.
slash Spider-Man. So, I mean, that does mean something. Like, I actually think that means he will be featured actually in the Spider-Man costume doing
Of
Spider-Man things.
course.
Which, another thing, that's another thing that I'm really concerned about because I'm thinking about, like, the new Spider-Man costume. Like, I mean, we've seen so many Spider-Man costumes. We saw, like, the original Spider-Man costume, the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man costume, and we saw the
Andrew Garfield, like
Andrew
modern
Garfield
Spider-Man
his
type
origin
costume.
costume, and then we saw his Amazing Spider-Man 2 costume, which is personally my favorite costume of all time. Um, that one, like for me, was like probably like the best cinema costume I've seen so far. Um, he, I just really liked the colors. I liked how the web pattern was laid out. I liked the big eyes that they put on the costume. It also reminded me a lot of the more Ultimate Spider-Man costumes. And I don't know what exactly they're gonna do with this, but I think that it's going to be it's gonna be good. I'm pretty excited for it. I
Oh
can't wait
no,
for them
without
to
a doubt, it's going to
release
be
like
amazing.
screenshots of it.
But totally. I agree with what you said so far. It could either go that way, where it's either sort of a background or a full-on pledged character. I would say what I'm most looking forward to from that is how well what all will be implemented, like in terms of like comic book and movie wise. Like, is he going to be siding with Iron Man or Captain America, or is he just going to be like neutral, and then at the end he joins like Captain America's new Avengers that were formed at the end of Age of Ultron, or how all that's going to play out. But I think like the most interesting thing for all this is that we don't actually know what's going to happen. Like nobody knows except Marvel and Disney. They're the only ones who know. So, the best thing about these things while we wait like an entire or less than a year now, is that we can speculate, we could come up with different types of like ideas what we would want to see and what all they implemented. And of course Marvel at this point having made successful movies since Iron Man. Incredible Hulk is debatable because it was kind of garbage, but it was better than the original Incredible Hulk, but it's still in Marvel continuity. But still, I'm sure that they listen to their fans, so I would assume that some fan favorite things would come into there. Since it's the Civil War, I would hope to see the Iron Man iron armored suit that Tony Stark made for him. That'd be cool to see for that. But you never know. So I think like the best part about all these things, like seeing these Easter eggs in movies like Ant-Man or the Avengers or something like that, is that we get to speculate and guess and get all hyped up for what we can see in in the future of this Marvel Spider-Man, this brand new teenage Spider-Man. So I'm hoping that we can really build up on this new hype that we get, and really speculate and guess to see how this all comes out, to see who's right in the end. Because I mean that's the best part. We can see who's right. So all in all, I hope you've enjoyed this episode, the second episode of our channel, and that you like and subscribe and comment and tell us what you like, what you didn't like, what you'd like to see in the future. And we hope that you stay in school, don't do drugs, and remember, winners do not smoke weed. So this is hulkrock and Project Phantasma signing out, and we do hope you have a great day. Thanks, everybody. Bye.